So I have one thing and one thing only to thank for the crazy end of my week. Over $12,000 in the last 2 days. Today, $7,000 with 0 losers. All wins today. Tesla, Snow, closing my Coinbase swing trade, closing my Boeing swing trade. All winners. And it was all due to Tesla having some fantastic price action as well as the break and retest strategy. Coming into today, I had one watch, and that was for Tesla to pop to the upside out of the gates into the previous day low and reject that previous day low on a perfect break and retest rejection. This is exactly what Tesla did today. If you come to the pre-market live streams, you know that that was our top watch, and we were all over this. I have every trade that I recorded live. I have everything live. I'll share everything with you. I'll sign into my brokerage account. You'll see it all here in today's video. We're going to review the 2 Tesla trades, and we'll also go ahead and review the Snow trade that I went ahead and took today as well. I'll share with you why I entered that put option, so let's just jump right into it. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Here we go. So let's go ahead and kick this video off by me signing into my paper. Come on, man. Let me sign into my account here, and let's go ahead and look at what happened today. So let me go ahead and use my face real quick to get in. There we go. And we're going to see how the dashboard opens and look at the performance from today. Now, today was break and retest heaven on Tesla. It happened twice today, and I took advantage of both of them. They were extremely clear pops into supplies and rejections at those levels. And this is why, number one, why I love using this strategy, whether it's to the upside or the downside. And number two, when you can identify extreme weakness in a stock that we have seen like Tesla, you want to look for those pops and rejections. You want to look for the moves that are really quick to the upside. You start to spot weakness at our level, and you reject into that level. Now, this is what supply and demand does for us, right? We identify where are the sellers stacked up, where could the rejections come in, and you're going to see from my entries today my mindset of how I took advantage of these trades, how I executed them. You're going to see them live at the end of the video, so I hope you guys do enjoy this one. $7,200 today, $2,500 on Tesla, another $1,000, so about $3,500 on Tesla. I had about $1,700 on Snow. I closed an $1,800 swing trade on Coinbase, and I have a few Coinbase swings going in over the weekend. So about $7,200 here on the day, a beautiful day. And I will go into TradeZella so we can review all of those trades today. So here's TradeZella. You guys can see 16,000 on the year so far. Today, 7.4, a beautiful day. 2.62 profit factor, 71% win rate, and today a 100% win rate. So let's view those details from today. Let's go into, this is the Coinbase swing that I closed, right? This was straight from the Discord. We have that Coinbase. We took that yesterday into today. That was a beautiful downside move today. And I'm looking for more downside on Coinbase with the profits that I made there from the swing trade yesterday. But let's start today by going into the main Tesla trade of the day. And that was this one. And that was the rejection of the previous day lows, right? So you can see right here, I was adding puts into the upside move, right? And so why was I adding puts into upside? The only way you're adding puts into upside is because you're confident in your levels, right? And you have identified where sellers can stack up. And this is what a supply level can do for us, right? And so I knew that Tesla, from experience, right, from trading over 10 years, right, this is what I try to pass along to you guys that watch my channel. I know that if a stock is under the previous day lows, that if it moves back up into that level, sellers should be there, right? Sellers should stack up, right? That is a potential rejection point. And that is exactly what I was looking to take advantage of today, right? Because the upside is not strong, right, in the morning. If you are moving up into supply, these buyers at the first sign of weakness are going to be running for the gates, right? And probably a lot of this upside in the morning today was short sellers covering positions, right? We had a gap down, so shorts are up a lot, right? The gap down, they're up a lot of money. Let's start to cover our position. So what you see here, I'm going to go into Tesla, and we're going to look at the day over day, we have a gap down on Tesla, right? And so anyone that shorted yesterday on Tesla is rolling in dough this morning, right? And so they're seeing the market open. They're seeing a little bit of upside, and they're going to go ahead and start covering positions, which is going to move Tesla stock higher. But that move higher is not fueled by strong buyers. That move higher is fueled by shorts covering. And so I'm looking for a move back into the previous day low, and I'm looking to see if that is a break and retest rejection. And you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, that is the bread and butter on this channel, right? The break and retest is exactly what I trade, and I've traded it since I started making videos, right? I have not switched up on what I look for, the break and retest, right? And so you have this low from yesterday around $225, $226 per share. Now you have a quick move to the upside in the morning. And as you move into that level, I am interested in starting to enter my position. Now, the reason why, at least today and in general, I start to enter a little bit prematurely is just in the odd case that it doesn't get all the way back to that level. So there's going to be times, right, where Tesla, it moves higher, it doesn't quite get back to the previous day lows, and then it sort of rejects prematurely and starts to drop from there, right? And so I don't want to totally miss out on that trade because I was waiting for the exact level to hit. I want to start to just sort of pepper in a few positions, understanding, and this is the most important part, pay attention to this part because this is what a lot of traders don't quite understand. If you're getting in early, anticipating a rejection up here, right, you need to be able to give the stock that space to the upside, right? And so what some traders will do is they'll enter early with too much size. They'll start panicking out of the position because it's moving higher. They'll stop out, and then maybe 10, 15 minutes later, the move they were looking for happens, right? And that cannot happen. And the reason or the way you avoid that is if you're going to enter slightly early, smaller size, and understand it still has room to the upside, and then sort of average into that with that ultimate stop loss over that key level that you're watching. And for me, it was that $226 level. So Tesla, you can see it right here. It's pretty much as beautiful as it's ever going to get. And you guys know what I like to say. It's very sexual, right? This is a sexual move. You have a previous low. You have a gap down. You have a morning pop back into that low. And you have a perfect rejection of that level. That was the trade number one of the day. And that was just a beautiful one, right? So scaling in as we got the push higher, taking profits as we got the drop. That was trade number one. And I have that trade recorded live. And I will have it all at the end of this video for you guys to see. We're going to skip ahead to the next Tesla trade. There was a few snow trades in there, which I will review really quickly and share with you what I was doing there. But let's go ahead and break down the next Tesla trade. This was a sort of middle of the day type Tesla trade, and this was a break and retest rejection of $220 per share. So you guys can see right here, I was adding puts into this little pop around 1142, 1144, and I got a quick immediate drop. Why did I do that, right? Why was I looking to do that? Let me go into the 2-minute chart, and I will explain to you why I was looking for that rejection. So here's the 2-minute, right? And so what I realized is that Tesla went ahead and cracked below $220, right? That was a big break intraday under 220. Now, over the next few minutes, Tesla tried to move higher, right? A very slow move back to the upside right here. And so what I said to myself was, okay, we broke that 220. If we come back up and I start to see weakness, I'm going to go ahead and enter some puts here with a stop loss over 220, right? And look to see if that opening print, that pre-market low, and this intraday low turn into a short-term break and retest rejection. Again, that is exactly what happened, and I went ahead and I profited on that move of just around $1,100, a 40% return on that one. That was a really clean one intraday. Now, the last Tesla trade that I took today, this was maybe one of the cleanest trades I've ever taken, right? No lie. This might have been the cleanest break and retest rejection I have ever taken in terms of just pure technical execution. And so later in the day, Tesla was grinding higher, and it was grinding higher back into the pre-market lows of this morning. And I did the exact same thing. I scaled into it, and I scaled out as I got the move, right? And this is, look how identical my executions are on this trade, scaling into the top, into the move higher, taking profits on the drop, and then look at that compared to this trade, right? We go back to the early morning trade, and it's the same exact concepts. Scaling in, taking profits on the drop. Now, why was I so confident to scale into Tesla puts again as Tesla was moving higher, right? And let me make that very clear, guys, because the beginner trader, right, the one that just comes into the market, and I'm not saying it's any of you guys, but this is the mindset of a beginner trader, and this is where we need to get past. We need to get past this mindset if we're going to find success in trading the market. An upside move does not mean the stock is going to continue higher, right? An upside move or a downside move randomly on the chart means absolutely nothing. What you're looking for is key levels, right? What is the stock doing into a key level? Is it moving higher into a rejection point? Is it moving lower into a demand, right? So on a stock, let me see if I can find a stock today. Let me see, maybe Netflix. Let me go. Oh, Meta. I think Meta had a good one. Here. Perfect example. Meta had demand at 373 today. And Meta, around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9:50, 10 o'clock, was moving lower, right, into demand. And look at what happened outside of that move. Why did Meta stop here and start moving higher? These downside candles are meaningless because you're moving lower into demand, right? Where are the key levels? That is the key. The candles, what they're doing in the short term, you need to understand the whole picture. So yes, Tesla was moving higher. That does not mean anything to me. What it's showing me here is that we are moving higher with low volume into a supply, right? Into the pre-market lows, into the opening print, and into the intraday lows towards that 220 level. And so what I was looking for was Tesla to create a bear flag right here. I started to enter puts on the move higher, right? Looking for that bear flag to break and continue to the downside. That is exactly what happened, right? And you saw how I entered that trade there on TradeZella. I have this one recorded live, and I will share it with you at the end of this video. The last trade that I'll share with you guys is the snow trade that I took. Why did I take that snow trade today? It was pretty much the same exact concepts as Tesla. You can see demand lows. You had a pop into that supply, and you rejected it aggressively. The candles on snow to the upside were meaningless, right? These are meaningless upside candles. Why is that? Because you are moving higher into the supply, and you're moving higher into the 20 SMA, right? And so I started to see those wicks, and I started to take shorts on snow, and that was another nice win for the day. So that was my day. I'll go ahead and pull up the Interactive Brokers once again for you guys to see. Side by side, $7,200, 7.4 realized on Interactive Brokers. There's no paper trading here. There's no this, there's no that. I'm just being as open and transparent as I possibly can be. I hope that this video was a good way to translate and to sort of illustrate what I look for on certain trades, right? That supply level, the demand levels, how does the stock trade into those levels? What am I looking for, right? How do I enter my positions? I hope that this video helps. I'm going to go ahead and roll some live trading after this, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. Show your support on the channel. I'm really grinding this year, guys. I hope you see that. I'm grinding, and I hope that you guys can show support by pressing that like button, subscribing to the channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy those live trades, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. So Tesla's going to do another bounce here. This is what I'm waiting for. This is sort of what I was looking to see if it happened. This is good. Let me see if Tesla can bounce again. If Tesla can double top at the 225 and then the NASDAQ starts to get tired at 17,060, that could be a perfect setup. All right, I'm going to give Tesla a shot. Stop over 226. I'm going to try the rejection of previous day lows. I took 5 contracts, so just keeping it sort of small at the moment because the NASDAQ is still strong. I just want to play that previous day low. I just have to. I really want to see if that works out. And I'm okay taking a loss if that means I have to take a loss. I want to see if that 226 level does turn into a rejection point today. It might be a little early on an entry. It could still pop into 226. It could still pop into 226. So maybe a little bit more patience on an entry could be correct. Coin might not give up that 135 today. Snow is also gaining interest at this 20 SMA. The reason I'm entering shorts here is because I'm entering shorts at supply. Supply on the NASDAQ, supply on the ES. I'd rather be entering shorts here than entering shorts on after we drop into demand. It's a risk-reward play. If the ES flushes under 48.30, this is going to move lower. If it holds 48.30, then we're going to hold. That's the key right here. 48.30 on ES, it looks like. Stay patient. Don't get too aggressive yet. I've gotten an entry. I've gotten a starter sort of. I've added one more 5 contracts into this push, but nothing too big yet. I will add more heavy if I start to see this actually break under 48.30. It's not sweaty, guys. You just have to understand the idea, right? If you're taking this trade with me and you don't understand the idea, that's why it's sweaty. This is a very clean trade. It's just a slow grind in the pre-market high into yesterday's lows. The problem is people follow my trades. They don't understand what I'm looking for. That's when it gets sweaty. It's a break and retest of yesterday's lows. With the NASDAQ and ES into supply levels. It's pretty much textbook trade. There goes the ES. Looking for a little bit more on Tesla here. I don't want to see it just bounce there. I'd like to see it continue lower. Come on now. Yep. Okay, I'm up 10%. Gonna consider some profit taking here soon. Come on, Tesla. Yeah. Go. Yep. More. Tesla should move lower. I'm waiting on it. You know what? I'll take some off here. Just to be safe. There we go. Come on now. Come on now. Give it up. Yep. Bam. Bam. Sexy. That's it. Oh, yeah. Yo guys, so I wanted to do a quick video here. This is not on live, this is just me trading by myself, but there's a really interesting setup that I'm in right now. You guys can see this is Tesla, and this is moving back into the pre-market lows and the previous intraday low right here. Back into that 220. It's rejecting right now. I'm looking for this to bear flag and close pretty weak today. So in a pretty decent position here, very interested. Right now, sitting down about 13%, I've been sort of scaling into this position. I'm waiting to see if this wants to work out. My stop loss is over that 220. I want to see it stay below 220. And I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward this video, and you can watch to see whether this trade works or whether I end up taking a loss on this trade. So I just placed a limit order at $2. I'm going to see if I can get that filled. That'll be my first half out, $2 per contract, half out at $2. Let's see if I get filled. All right, so I just got half out there. Actually, no, not fully out. Looks like I got filled 8 contracts out of the 20 order. So let's see if we can get the rest of that lot out. I might actually just manually... I'll give it a second here. It looks like I might get another fill coming up here soon. Yeah, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cancel this. And I'm going to sell another 12 right there at the current market price at 190. So just got half out. Got 8 of the 20 at 2, but then you can see the little wick reaction there. So I figured let's not get too greedy. Let's take that full lot size off, or that half lot off, and let's see if we can get the rest here. Gonna give it a little bit of time. Maybe set a limit order. Let's go ahead and set another 10. Let's put it at that 2 again. See if I can get 10 out here at 2. Now, I'm using limit orders this time because it's a really slow trade, and I'm just sort of letting it do its thing. So I don't want to make drastic decisions on market orders. I'm just sort of placing limits, seeing if they get filled, and watching the price action very closely. All right, so I just got 10 more out there at $2 per contract, so that's about 25% gain there. And I'm probably just going to let these last 10 ride and see what I can do. I've already gotten out of 30 of the 40 contracts, so about 3/4 of the position, and here we go. Let's see what we can do with our last 10 contracts. All right, guys, I'm just going to sort of end the video here. I mean, what an awesome example of a break and retest rejection. Fully live for you. You saw the entire thing work out from start to finish. I'm probably going to start locking up more profits here at low a day just because we have low of day bounce risk, and I really don't care to get that much more greedy on these 0 DTE contracts. So going to go down to, let's say, I'll go ahead and stick to 5 contracts for now, and just at this point, it's all gravy at this point. So hope you guys enjoyed that little clip. Hope you enjoyed that live example.